Let's say we own a grocery store and we have all these fruits and we're trying to take inventory of it, and we got to figure out, hey, when do we have less than 20 pieces of fruit here? So we can see that apple 16, pear 15, and that other apple up there 12. There should be 3 things that have less than 20 pieces of fruit, and it should warn us, hey, there's 3 items you have that don't have above 20, that are below 20. So to do this, we're simply going to say equals Countif. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and say, take all the data there, A1 to B6, and I want to check that and see is any of that less than 20. Now I'm going to have to put quotation marks and say less than 20. Close my quotation marks and then close the parentheses and hit enter. And it says 3. There's 3 places up here where you have less than 20 pieces of fruit. Now what I want to do is count if I have how many things up here say apple. To do that, I'm simply going to say equals count if. Again, I'm going to take, I could just take column A, but let's just take everything we have, comma, and then I'm simply going to say parentheses, or excuse me, quotation marks, and apple. Now notice I didn't capitalize it. It doesn't actually need to be done there. And it says 2. There's 2 places up above that have the word apple. Sometimes when I'm searching for a particular word, you can do Control Find, but I can also do this to tell me, is it anywhere in the data, especially if I'm looking at like 4,000 pieces of data, 4,000 lines. It can be very complicated. Now it says count of exactly 15 pieces of fruit. So this we're just going to say equals count if. I'm going to take everything, comma, and then here I can just say 15. And it says, hey, there's one spot where there's exactly 15 pieces of fruit, which is here at the pear. Now this is a little trickier, so you're going to have to pay attention here. Count if fruit has 5 letters. So I want to find all fruits that have 5 letters. Notice pear, that's only 4 letters. Apple, ooh, that's 5. So I'm trying to figure out how many different things up here have 5 letters. So I'm going to put equals count if. I'm going to take all the data, type comma. And now what I'm going to do is I want it to be an unknown. I don't know what letters there. We're going to use the question mark. And I'm going to do 5 of them. And then I close it. And it returns what? 3. There's 3 things up here. That apple, the word onion, and that apple up there. There's 3 pieces of fruit up there that contain 5 letters. Notice if I came back here to the formula and I took out one of the question marks and changed it to 4 and hit enter, it now changed to 1 because it's picking up on the word pear. Now let's do count if fruit name ends with the letter R. So we're going to type equals count if, take all my data, comma. This time, I'll go ahead and start with my quotation mark. I don't care what's in front of it. I just need to know that it ends with the letter R. Well, we're going to use the asterisk there, and that'll say, hey, whatever's up there, doesn't matter whether you have 3 letters or 5 letters, and then an R. And now close it, hit enter, and it says there's 2 things that end with the letter R. Let's see, there's pepper and there's pear. Here I'm going to go ahead and show the formulas so that you can see exactly what I typed for each one of those. This can be very handy in several situations, especially when you're dealing with very, very large sets of data. That's the COUNTIF function.